Hi guys, Tito here with the day one recap of CAMPNXT, the digital retreat for African innovators that's filled with sessions on upskilling, empowerment, inspiration, networking, and even some social activities as well. Now, the retreat began with an official welcome address from Ngozi Odita, and then from there, we moved on to the first session, which was a panel discussion on how to build sustainable and profitable careers in the creative industry in today's Nigeria. In the session, Bada Akintunde Johnson, Inya Lawal, and Folu Storms talked about the growing opportunities in the creative industry in Nigeria and all the jobs that it's created in recent years.
Right? I would say the first thing you need to ask yourself is if you are an artist or an entrepreneur. Are you doing it as a business or are you a creative?
They also discussed the challenges of the industry and the possible solutions to tackle them at an industry level.
How do we then create a path, an alternative path for independent artists to relate with their music directly with their fan bases and be able to monetize that?
In the session, Leading versus Managing, How to Cultivate an Effective Team, Nancy Aragbaye went in depth on a few management and leadership dynamics that lead to more effective organizations and better corporate culture.
So I'm curious to see your thoughts about how does culture, African culture in particular, affect the workplace?
The session tagged Monetizing Your Passion for Cooking was a favorite on day one as well, where Daniel Otabo talked about what it takes to turn your passion for cooking to profit in your bank account in his very insightful and interactive session. Another big hit was the Empower Hour session titled Public Relations, Communications, and Personal Branding Mentor Session, where David Idagu shared a wealth of knowledge on how to create and execute an effective public relations campaign and strategy. Now, I don't work in PR, but I thoroughly enjoyed this session because of how detailed it was.
We demystified what public relations is. Then we talked about the fact that stories are important and critical. Then, of course, we talked about key messaging. And then we're now talking about the fact that you need to build an actionable public relations campaign.
The tours, exhibitions, and networking events were also in full swing. I stopped by the Elizabeth's Daughter photo exhibition and goofed around a bit at the virtual photo booth. Day one of CAMPNXT came to an end with closing remarks from Ngozi during the closing assembly, and after that there were social activities, there was music with Next Sounds, and then from there at the Expo Happy Hour there were meet and greets and even some giveaways with brand partners. From there the party moved on to the app Clubhouse, where there was the CAMPNXT After Hours, which I sadly couldn't attend because I'm not on Clubhouse. Anyway guys, that's what went down on day one of CAMPNXT.